Fastest double rebirth challenge. 8 hours, 16 minutes, and 32 seconds. Or 8:16:32 hours if you prefer. Apparently that's how it prefers to measure its time. Well... This is mildly embarrassing. Didn't I unleash my might? Didn't I? Aren't I big enough and awesome enough? Shit. Ow! I had the sound effect and everything. I had you. Shit. No, it's okay. I can fix this. Boot up the save file from right before I did that, and this time remember to equip my crystal. And maybe try to bolster myself just that last smidge. Whatever last little bit I can manage to squeak in. I guess the battle is a completely irrelevant stat. I guess you guys can just keep doing that. Is there any last minute prep I can do? Not really. Well. Oh. Alright, let's give this thing another shot. Okay. Do I even need to unleash the might for you? Yes, I do. Of course. Okay. No, we got this. We got this. We got this. I hope we got this. Come on, we can do it just under 7 hours. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Get him! Shit! No! No! You're so close! You are so close! Ah! Jeez. Ah! Crap! I can't make it under 7 hours. Oh well. I'll just load my save file back again. I guess we'll make it 7 hours and 5 minutes. I don't know. 7 hours and 10 minutes. We'll get the crystal up one more level and then he's going down. I tried for the under 7 hour mark. Man. It's freaking good though, even still. I think. Requires a shit ton of GP to pull this off though, let me tell you. Oh, I'm just itching to spend it. I'm just itching to burn it all up. But that won't be now. Won't be today. Bottom of the 9th. Bases are loaded. But he's already got 2 strikes. Can he hit the ball? I think. I'm pretty sure. I hope. Yeah, goal! That's what they do in baseball, right? Goals? Look, Alaska doesn't have a baseball team. Or at least not a professional one. What do you want? I don't know these things. I'm a different kind of gamer. Not a... Sports people are called gamers, right? Right? They play games? Just sport, like StarCraft? Okay, so anyway. That's pretty freaking cool. I'm actually really happy that I got such a fast run. I wonder if I can beat that record. That way probably lies madness. I want to spend GP. I want to spend GP. I'm a couple days short of being into the second week, which is the point I was planning on. Man, there's so many things I want. How much would it cost me to just double my clone count to 2 million again? Let's see, 1,000, 2,500? 2,500? I wouldn't even need to tap into my mystic or battle reserves. What could I do with another 1,000,000 clones? Well, I wouldn't be able to fight the Ultimate Being version 2 until I got to planets, so that's probably only the last runs. Then the in-betweens would generate a fair amount. But I would be kind of crippling my speed. Well, not by that much. It's tempting. It's tempting. But a more rational choice would be... I could increase this by 10%. You know what? Let's just get this to the 10. Wait a minute. That's because this thing is on. That's throwing it off. Hold on a second. Wait a minute. Take that off for a second. Yeah, that's what I thought. Well, I'm about to gain 4 more crystal power, and I'll continue gaining more. We'll just, you know what we're going to do? We're going to spend a little under 600 to increase that. So I basically spent, I don't know, between 10 and 15%-ish to gain more than 20% here. Which generally it impacts the 3rd, 4th, and or 5th runs. The first couple of runs, you just don't have enough to build many monuments or get at a divinity generator. So it'll be good. I think it's a worthwhile exchange. I'll be getting more GP. In fact, I think I'll start gathering more GP right now. Oh yeah, as you can see, I had this thing pushed to the limit. Because of course I did. Why wouldn't I? But yeah, the added build speed will actually also help me gathering GP here. So what I really want is a higher creation count. Oh, I've been dreaming about bolstering that for a long time. I think I might just go wild when it's finally time to stop doing these short runs. Look at that, 13 GP. Just bam! Mine. In an instant. I love it. Actually, I'm kind of getting exhausted from these short runs. I mean, it's cool to get that ton of GP real fast, but I kind of want to go back to long runs. I mean, my pets are basically in stasis right now. They're not growing. I mean, an hour and a half, they don't even get hungry during that time. So I basically have pets that never eat. The great thing about having pets that never eat is they also never poop. It's nice. But anyway. Crunch, crunch, crunch. Anyway, so I'll continue gathering what GP I can for a little bit. Just burning this off and starting the next challenge. How many more do we need? 19, right? Right? Crap, where is it? There it is. Yeah, 19 to go. Just 19 to go. After which, I'll probably do God Skip challenges, which are going to be identical. After which, I'm probably going to want to do the Day Ball challenge, which will be different, actually. Maybe I'll do one of these. This sounds kind of horrible, but maybe I'll do just one, just to scope it out. Who knows? Ah, man. How quickly could I spam Ultimate Universe challenges if I had 2 million clones in 100 creation count and... well, on the other hand... those all achievement challenges are never going to get any faster, though. There's literally nothing I can do to speed them up. Actually, there's several challenges like that. I wonder how the Ultimate Arty challenge would look at this point. Well, anyway. It's the end of the second week. Let's tally our score. But first, a new record. Crunch, crunch. Oh, no. No, please. Oh, no. No. Ah, crap. Oh, wait. Max. Equip. I only managed to get one. Yeah, okay, fine. I admit defeat. This is what I should have done. That's what I should have left it doing. I thought I had it. And I wanted to cut a corner to get under 7 hours. But now I have to wait an entire hour to unleash might again. Oh, well. Oh, well. Anyway, let's tally our score. So close. So close to getting under 7 hours. I'll hit that mark yet. Okay, so we have reached almost 35. Almost 35 as I end this. We have, holy shit, that's how much GP we've got. That's a number. Holy shit. Well, if Hathor's a number and Supa is a number, why not? Okay, I am, well, you know exactly what I think about this at this point. I am resisting temptation still. Oh, but when I finally get to spend this, no, we will resist our temptation. Tomorrow I'll step in and wipe out Tyrant Overlord Ball here. And then, carry on my wayward son through, more Double Rebirth challenges. By the end of this next week, I will be very nearly done with this whole thing if I keep up the pace. I wish I could do 16 in 1 week. Well, 15 in 1 week, depending on how you want to count it, because I'm right on the edge. But I don't believe that I can. Here you go, have some oceans. I don't know. Maybe I'll just, start a whole, might as well rebirth, right? I'll pick up another crystal, then I'll just rebirth, and when I get up in the morning, I'll be able to gather more GP that way, so that'll be nice, I guess. Yeah. I figure I'm a week and a little bit of change away from finishing out this entire category. Boy, that'll feel good. Boy, that'll feel good. Maybe I could just buy, I don't know, just a little thing. Just one of these. You know, this is a very untidy number. I could clean it up. I could make it a nice, even number. It would take a little bit of work. Wouldn't it be nice if this was a clean 1,000? I could just, you know, buy 1,000. I could do that too. What do I need creating speed for? I don't. I really don't. I don't have much of any use for it right now. Why do I want it? Why do I want to just spend? I'm like a kid in a candy shop. Except the money is also candy, and better candy at that. The analogy has broken down. Okay. Alright then. I'll just, collect my thing. Rebirth. Since I'm going to bed, I won't be up in an hour when my thing resets. My gosh, look at how much stronger we've gotten, and so quickly. By just building these. Yeesh. Shit. Man. Why'd I try to cut a corner? It's costing me, well, it's not really costing me all that much. I'd have just started a new double rebirth challenge, then gone to bed, and then, you know, I'd basically be the equivalent of an hour and a half in. So we'll say it cost me an hour and a half, basically. Practically. Yeah. It's always nice when you get to the end of one of these double rebirth challenges, though, and you're just able to just it only feels good because at the start of each one it's like slime, that takes a few hundred. Demon, well, that's as far as I go. Okay, there we can finally reach the vampire. Like, yeah. Oh wait, I'm sorry. Did I say I meant slime, frog, and bunny? Big epic battles with those. Yeah. Guess we'll just make rocks. Rocks are good. I'm pretty satisfied with my progress on a whole. Both with my, you know, I'm not quite getting as many double rebirth challenges per week as I had hoped, but I'm getting so much more GP that I don't really mind. I don't really mind. I do hope that with the future updates we get some more things to spend GP on. I mean, I've got a lot to do just buying clones and creation count and all that, but you know. Anyway. Week 3 finds us in a pretty good position to finish this up before the new updates come into play. So, let me see. Where to begin? How about the fact that I am up to 44 completed double rebirth challenges. 6 left! Now, I've actually slowed down and changed my approach over time to these. I used to be spamming them as quickly as I possibly could, but I decided I wanted to try to squeeze more out of each run. I found that I can, at the start of a run, I can run my pets through a growth campaign for 1 hour, and basically I can actually beat it in 3 runs. Instead of my fastest was 7 hours. I know that I could get it under 6.5. I know that that's possible.
with 4 runs. But with 3 runs, I can generally get it within 8 to 9 hours while gaining more crystal power. Just squeezing more out of it by making the runs last longer. I can actually get the divinity generator done. So do a double rebirth. First run is an hour and a half. Second run, I can just squeak that divinity generator into place and turn it on. The moment I get the divinity generator going, I can start making crystals. And I let the run go for basically about 3 hours, give or take. Get some crystal power out of it, and do the final run, do crystal power again. That's about 7 to 8 hours, and I get a bunch of CP out of it, which I am happy to have because I really like having more CP. Meanwhile, in the GP department, oh my gosh, have I been storing this stuff up. Oh man. It looks like I might be starting a bank. I'm like a dragon hoarding GP. I'm smog. Yeah, no, I should totally start a bank though. Any new players? Any new players want a loan? I'll give you 100 GP to get yourself started with. We'll work out a payment plan, an interest rate. It'll be great. No takers? Oh. Alright, let's take a swing at this guy. No, I can't. Okay, alright, well, whatever. So, at this point, we've hit the end of a challenge. And so we go... So, this is kind of how I've come to do things. And it's actually got me wondering about a few different things. Anyway, so when I'm in between challenges, it's like, okay, now it's time to burn off all of this. Depending on how much of a rush I'm in, is how much I can squeeze out of this. And it seems to me that I could actually hold a state of equilibrium at about the 20-minute mark at this point. Where I could hold a bunch of numbers in stasis and be gaining a fair amount of GP every 20 minutes. Of course, it's labor intensive because, okay, so first you have to go, I generally go tree, human, mountain, and see, right now I've got enough monsters that it's easy. Look at how easy it is. As you go further, like first the mountains, you won't have enough to make, you'll start making one mountain, and then it'll be like, crap, I have to knock a few monuments out before I can push this far enough to get that mountain, and then usually that's about the point where it's like, okay, I'm about ready to finish and reset, go into another double rebirth. But you can keep this spinning for a surprising amount of time doing these. Generally what I do is I go for Divinity Generator rank 2. 2/2, I guess. You wanna be technical about it. I go over here, I just leave that there. It's fine. It's fine where it is. So, what I mean by that, I'm sure you know what I mean by that, but I'll explain what I mean by that anyway. Yeah, generally this is between 10 to 15 minute runs, while I'm just gathering the easy GP after it, and I can easily get, 100 or more. If I want to take my time and take longer, I can of course get a hell of a lot more. Usually I've already bought this before that completed, while that was filling up. I might be being less efficient than normal because I'm talking and trying to explain myself and, the caterpillar's dilemma and all that. Okay, so, now this is an annoying button. Because this button doesn't work until I've at least got until I've at least got these to 1. Well, at least this one to 1. Then suddenly I can just push add 2, and well, right now it's not a profit because it costs 2 divinity per rock, and then I get 2 divinity out of each rock, and don't know why it costs me 2 per rock. I can buy them at 1 per rock over here. Just a couple extra clicks. Oh. It's the lazy tax. You suffer, it costs twice as much because you're lazy. The rock merchant. He's like, yes, I'll bring you rocks, but I'll charge you double rate. So, oh my gosh, have I grown to hate this. Have I grown to despise this thing. Generally, I do not bother with this until I get back into the double rebirth challenges. By which point, they're all worn out, worn down to nubs, and I have to re-push them all up. I don't even go all the way anymore. I stop at 500%, which is to say I stop when all these numbers read 100. Like, that's it. As far as I go. And then, an hour and a half later, I have to do it again. And then, that might be one of the reasons I only do 3 instead of 4. I hate you. No, really, it seems like such a small thing, but oh my gosh, after you've played that minigame like 1,000 million billion times, you just... This is not an idle game mechanic. What is this doing in here? Alright. Alright, enough of that. Enough ranting. Now I can use this button. So from here it gets easy. And so I'm pretty sure that what I'm doing is pretty much identical to the short runs thing. Okay, I gotta rant about this a tiny bit more. The double rebirth challenges are literally designed to be played like this. I can't imagine that the double rebirth challenges were designed with the author thinking you won't rebirth during them. You'll just go in and do it all in like, no. It's literally a challenge made to make you go rebirth. It's not the only challenge. We got God skips. We got tons of challenges that want you to do short jumps. And then we have this asshole mechanic here. You're an asshole. Yes, you are. Chewing up all of these every time I rebirth around you. This mechanic. It's just become my pet peeve. It's become my pet peeve. It's become my pet peeve. Anyway, so now that I've had a nice, good, relaxing rant, I can get back to talking about what I like. Every once in a while, you just gotta get it out. So, in about a minute and a half, these will hit 2. At which point, I purchase 1 hour. Just bam. It's really not that big a cost. I mean, I'm just rolling in the stuff. But I'll get, off of this run, I don't even know how many I'll get. I'll get a lot. I'll get a lot of GP. So spending 1 back, it ain't that big a deal. And what I do is, I'll immediately take these guys over here, and I'll dump them onto Tomb of the Gods, Mystic Garden, and I have to take Mighty Statue just to get hit points. But I kind of put a small amount on that. I'll put like 200,000 here, 200,000 here, and like 50,000 there. Something like that. Like, just... Then I'll do... Well, actually, I think I have to show this. This is actually a little bit hard to articulate. Well, okay, it's not hard to articulate, but it'd be very easy for me to muddle it. So that you'd be like, what is he talking? What does he mean? What? So let's try to avoid the what's. On later runs, when I don't reach so far with my monsters as my statistics get worn out, I'll actually start to use this at first. But we don't need to get into that. Okay, so we got this going. We make our purchase. Boom. It's always about 2 average. That's what you get. We go over here. Boop. Okay. This is the trick, though, that I'm not sure I could articulate quite so easily. So what we want to do is we want to watch this thing. Okay? So we turned our clones off. We're making our weather. Now 30 is a really bad number for weather. I would strongly, if you wanted to do a whole bunch of these back to back, I would strongly recommend having 31 creation count. Okay, check this out. Okay, boom. Now if I had left this on, it would have immediately spent a crap ton of my divinity trying to buy the supplies to make 30 more weather. I don't want 30 more weather. I want 1 more weather. There. That's it. We're done. Now I have 31 weather, which is the exact number I want down here when we convert to that. And everything else I can now burn. So I want some mighty statues. No, not a lot. Mystic Gardens, very important. So I can burn up a good half of my divinity here. Give or take. It's not an exact science here. It's more art than science. And Tomb of the Gods is responsible for nearly all of my attack power, so it gets the rest. You want, at least I want to have a bare minimum of 20. Like, after a few runs, as these numbers get worn down, it gets harder and harder to, keep this stuff up. Also, it bothers me for some reason if my upgrades are higher than my actual count. I don't know why. There's no reason for it. Okay, so, see, if I didn't make that last weather, I'd stop and be 1 weather short on the 5th upgrade, which is just stupid. So, we'll go ahead, get all of these, and then boom! Set them to making togs. Meanwhile, I wasn't keeping on top of my pets. Gotta keep on top of these things. Oh, and that's as far as we get. I cannot take down the Tyrant Ball. I mean, I could, but I'd have to sit around waiting for a while because the hit point regen's really the thing there. But we're not trying to be sustainable. We're not trying to squeeze every last drop. We can just rebirth. And 11 minutes is not bad to have done, to have gained this kind of gain. Like I said, I think at 20 minutes it becomes sustainable. But before I would attempt to do a sustainable thing, I'd want to make several changes. So why don't I talk about that for a moment? Oh, hell, I can just ignore this for a minute and talk. Okay, first of all, I mentioned before that I think that I'm getting more, during the Double Rebirth Challenge itself, I think I'm getting more just having this huge number than I would by spending it. To a certain extent, I could probably get away with some more building speed right now, and I do want more building speed. I do want more creation speed. But that aside, when actually doing these short runs, particularly if I wanted them to be sustainable, I'm just gonna stick you guys down here for a second. I'm talking. You guys aren't important anyway. Particularly while wanting to be sustainable, I think that a certain amount of this is critical, because this is huge. This is enormous, the benefit I'm getting out of this. I mean, 20,000%. During the short runs, of course, the physical isn't as important. You could turn that way down, like, I don't know, way down, and put more into battle and mystic, of course. I'm just lazy right now, so I didn't shift this at the moment. But since I can create right now planets, okay, maybe not right now. Since I can almost create planets, since I will very soon, you're undermining my points here. Here, we'll get this. Okay. Since we can create planets, I can potentially take down the Planet Eater, which is something I can't do during the Double Rebirth challenges until the 3rd run, so I've been ignoring him. But if I and you'd have no might going in. You'd have no might at all, so you'd need a lot of clones. But if I could create those planets, which requires some divinity, divinity generator, of course, if I had twice as many clones as I do right now, 2 million, I'm certain I could bring down this Planet Eater. And he would give me, he's worth 10 GP by himself. He also doubles your power, which might get you even more GP, I don't know. But just the fact that he gives you 10 GP makes him very tempting. So I'd need a higher creation counts, so if I was to be doing this in 20-minute bursts, because, you know, I would need twice as many clones. I might need a higher creation speed. Having more clones and more creation count should make it fairly easy. For one thing, I'd have 31. Well, anyway, that 31, man. You might ask why I didn't just spend 50 GP to just do the 1 and then have 31, because then this number would be 31 and everything would be made in lots of 31 all the time, and I'd have to at least make it a 35. It's actually a worthwhile purchase to consider doing, but I'm hoarding like a dragon right now. Getting creation speed up, even if I just put it up, if I just spent 600 GP, I could massively increase that creation speed. Get the planets, poison the planets. Have to have enough creation for it. Anyway, I'm pretty sure it's doable. I'm pretty sure that I could set myself up to do it. But for now, we are going to finish our Double Rebirth challenges. And after that, we've got new challenges, 5 new challenges on the way at least, as well as other things on the pipeline that I keep hearing about that sound interesting. So we'll have to see what happens and what we're looking at. So this is what I meant by using the worker clones, is when I'm not as far down as the monsters, I'll only be able to buy like itty-bitty amounts of rocks. So you'll end up buying until it builds up, and so that there's this reasonable amount going. And then you come over here, because it gets to where you can't even drop these guys in, right? It gets to where the trees to build a divinity generator, you don't have enough. And then you start having trouble getting down to the togs, and yeah. When you start having to pause to get that first mountain, I've stretched it as far as I can go. But man, have I been making gains. I kind of want to go right back to beating the highest P-balls. Tempting. I kind of want to do everything. I'm kind of sick and tired of Double Rebirth challenges. You want to know? I'm kind of sick and tired of them. I've been running them for a bit too long. But anyway, that is my process for winding down after a Double Rebirth challenge. That's what's all going on. And when we hit the last one in a few days, I might even go exactly how I do these now. We shall see.
Okay. Shit. No, there it goes. Okay. Okay, no, we got it. Okay. I thought I was going to have to fuss around a bit. Okay. So this morning... Good. Everything's in place. I was just fidgeting with this a minute ago. Give me a couple thousand of those so I can distribute them. Let's see, man, I wish I could just say feed all the best food, but that's not a button. go. And one for you. And I'll feed 4 people strong food. And then we can talk about all the things we've done and are to do. So first off, you just saw one of those 8-hour growth campaigns while I was in bed. The goat and the snake are more or less caught up to the camel. In fact, the mole is very nearly the next one up on the list. These 4 here, not counting the shark, because I leveled him up on first because he's good at growth campaigns and helps pull the others up. So these 4 here are the only ones left that need to cross that 2,500 threshold. Okay. Let's head on over to our crystal factory. I could wait 4 more minutes, and really I'd only get these 2 up from level 8 to level 9. And I'm not going to wait 4 more minutes. Time's up! Obviously, I only just set up this stuff. Woke up. I had left a ton of clones here, so I had a ton of energy. That was about 20 minutes ago. So now I'm going to take you. No, all of you. Anything else you got, put into this. Okay, now I can go back to power searching for all I care. It's amazing how quickly the crystals... It's really around 9. 9 is easy. Everything past that gets exponentially harder real fast with the crystals. Anyway, we have... This is the 49th Double Rebirth Challenge that we're ending here. I think I can. Looks like I can. Easily. Boom! There's a little thing where it doesn't actually give you your new upgrade here just yet. But that's okay. Give me that. Might as well, while I've got this incredibly long duration transformation aura and such going on. All these lovely buffs. So, why am I bringing this up at the 49th and not making a big deal out of the 50th? Well, we are going to make a big deal out of the 50th. I'm actually going to do the 50th and try to make it an especially fast run. We're going to try to get it within 6.5 hours if I can. I'm pretty sure I can. But it's a Tuesday. I need a period of time where I can be basically not working or in any way interrupted so that I can hit everything perfectly. We're 6.5 hours stretch. In other words, I need the weekend. It's not the weekend right now. So I must wait a few days. So what am I going to do with these few days? Well, so much GP to spend. No, we're not going to burn that up just yet. Well, I could do, for the next couple of days, clone build-up to... No, I hate these. I've only done one, and that one is enough to know that I hate this. Oh, the chocolate's tempting, but the rewards just are not up to the pain in the butt that this is. I could do anything. Let's just go with the obvious thing. I'm going to go ahead and hit these. Well, I mean, I've never tried this one. That doesn't sound so hard. But no, we're gonna do a skip challenge. I'm gonna start in on my first. I should be able to do at least 4 or 5 of these at a leisurely pace, gathering CP and the like. See, earlier the rewards, as I gathered more and more of a pile of CP, this is coming to look better and better. Because right now it's fairly easy for me to get about 40 CP every 3-ish hours. A little more than that, maybe. Fairly easy to do that. So if this takes me 6.5 to get 2%, well, 2% of 4,000 would be 80. Maybe closer to 84 or 85 or something like that. I'm just eyeballing the number. So, and it could be done in 6.5 hours. Okay, really, my fastest was 7, so we'll say 7 right now. But I think I can make 6.5. So you can see how it's actually become worth. It's actually become worth it. And as I continue building up more CP, because I'm going to build up CP while doing the skip challenges. Yeah, it's getting good. He's getting good. Of course, we have to milk our GP first, of course, because we must squeeze every last drop we can, or at least a lot. Also, just doing that, giving them their first couple of levels that way, for a while, but before I started the Double Rebirth Challenge, it was at like 299 or 298 or something. Now it's up to 305 when I give them 2 levels. Maybe that's an odd way of measuring it. Maybe I should just be looking at the base number when I pop in, but that's how I look at my pet growth. That's how I judge it, how I rate it. So, my pets have definitely gotten bigger, despite the fact that they're barely eating most of the time. And, it's hard to get in stuff. But I managed to wedge in the growth campaigns. I'd really like to get the rest of the pet challenges, ultimate pet challenges, but I also really want to do the crystal pet challenges too. But I do want to do all the God Skip challenges. Oh, hey, let's take a peek. Oh. Planet, Earth-like planet, sun, solar system, galaxy, universe. Oh, wait. I know why no one's missing. I didn't actually do the skip challenge yet. Look, it's still early in the morning, okay? I've only been up, half an hour? That's an excuse, right? Yeah, that qualifies as a good excuse. It's time to begin our final Double Rebirth Challenge. But first we'll finish up this little skippy one I'm on. And it is Luna currently. So let's see. First, I just got enough of all the crystals here. Boom, boom, boom. Equip. Okay. And with that, I certainly have enough power to do this. I laughed the first time I saw the one I was skipping appear after I completed it. So we'll just knock her out. Donk. Okay. So now I'm just gonna completely waste all of the multipliers. I'm just gonna burn them up so we can start this real fast. Where is... It's probably good enough, right? Yeah, so let me see. So that was Moon. I can do 2 more skips before it starts to hurt. at whether it starts to hurt. Not a whole lot, but it does slow me down. But it's not until Forest that it'll really cut into me. Forest will be bad. Mountain will knock out the generator, and that'll be crippling. River's a problem too, but not so bad. Really, things get smooth after that. The mountain's a rough patch, though. It not only knocks out the generator, it also knocks out the statue here, which is why it knocks out the generator. It's just bad. Okay, so we're gonna do a quick rebirth, just a short, maybe 2, like pathetically short ones. Oh, check out my pets now. Aren't they great? They're almost. Okay, at this point, the snake is at we want to cross 2,500 with them, right? 2,426. The mole just crossed 2,500. 2,400, 2,400. Yeah. It's pretty good, isn't it? It's pretty good, I think. Okay, so, did I do monsters? There. Crunch. Just harvest some quick stuff. This is gonna be real wasteful. Like, I'm not gonna get anywhere near. But I've been worrying a lot less about GP since I have so much of it. I'm gonna get to spend it today after the last double rebirth, because I want to do it in 6.5 hours or less. I know I can. So that is what we are here today for. First, I'm not even going to use the divinity generator at all. I'm just going to go, once we get the dog, we're done. Yeah. So, I want to talk some about the pets, but I'll talk about them later during the rebirth challenge. Come on. We can take out Amaterasu. We know we can. I'm forgetting something. Battle! Yeah. That's better. That's much better. Okay. Well, you know, I could reach just a little further if I had just, well, one more tog, yeah? Yeah, one more. Get a GP, and then maybe the higher rebirth thing will give me another GP, I don't know. We can make it a 3-minute run. It's not that slow. We got him, right? Looks like I got him where I want him, but my health is kind of low. Ah, jeez. We're too fragile. We're too fragile. This won't help much. It won't help much, but it will help a little. There we go. And make us hit even harder. Okay, seriously, those only were 2,000 apiece. Well, actually, yeah, that is actually... Okay, now we gotcha. Yeah! Okay. Almost 4 minutes. Okay, we were taking longer than necessary. Yeah, I have the same problem in other games, like Trimps, where it's like, I gotta squeeze more out of the Giga generators. It's like, no, I don't. I should be faster. But I want to squeeze every last drop out. So this is actually like me fighting against my instincts here to rush this. But I've been doing it more. By the way, you can see it's not as growing as crazy fast as it was, but it's still, oh my gosh. It's going to be great. I'm going to buy so many things. I have a whole plan. Also, we've been doing good on the crystal power. Not to mention these few skips have boosted me as well. Oh, one last very important thing I've been very eagerly waiting for. In fact, we're going to run a test. We're going to rebirth again and run a test. Then we're going to do it. It's going to be so cool. Okay. Start guessing what I'm talking about. What am I talking about? Do you know? Do I know? Probably not. I just say words most times. A minute and a half's good enough. Right? I should be able to take you out. What's the problem here? Oh, now... Come on. We got good Mystic. I know we got good Mystic. Better Mystic than anything else. Got tons of hit points. I'll just build up my total monument count a little while I contemplate this. I should be able to beat Jupiter at this point. Okay. Alright. Oh well. Okay. So the test. We're going to say half stats from the start. Okay? We're going to run a minute. So at 1 minute 10 seconds, we'll see how far we've gone. Okay? In the meantime, I guess I should run around and do all this stuff. So this is the first part of the test. Man, our divinity has been all ground up, hasn't it? Or not our divinity, our multipliers. But that was the plan, after all. Oh my gosh. I can't even afford those. We're pretty much done at this point. Alright. Got it. That'll help. Okay. Level 16. Took a minute. Now. Challenge points. Yes, I've been waiting for days for this. I've had enough. Okay. So, you know, there's a lot of things in here that I really do want. I really do. I mean, this, okay, I want it, but this is actually not maybe the best pick. This one is also a good one, but honestly, I think that the Crystal Power is the most valuable of them. It only costs 100 CP a piece, and I don't know if it stacks with God Skip or if it's its own number that is cumulative. I don't know. But this should be the best one of the set. Price to thing, in my opinion. But then there's this. I really hate that minigame, and I've been playing it so much that even though it costs 200 CP a piece, I'm probably gonna go for it just because. Reduce the amount I have to play that minigame. It'll just be my pure hatred driving me to it. Okay, so let's finish up this now. Let's try to get a few. We can surely make a human by now, right? Maybe not 30 humans, but at least one. Good enough. We're pretty much done here. Okay. So, this is kind of a waste of a run, but we're really here to see the effects of our newfound prowess. So, same setup. Did I screw up? Bah. Bah. Let's try that again. Pretend that didn't happen. I really bought it this time, right? Yeah, I totally did. Okay. Wow. Let's put it to half stats again. Oh, we got time. We got plenty of time. Wow. This is amazing. Like, geez, this is a game changer for them. We still got 10 seconds left. That was 5 levels again. None of this one level at a time nonsense. Okay, 76. Maybe I'll learn to tinker and make it better yet. Hell, even my weakest pets did better than 16 levels. Man, that is amazing. You want that. That is the thing you want to save your challenge points for. Oh man. Okay, so whoops, I didn't actually do anything. It doesn't matter. I mean, at this point, we're not getting any more GP out of this. Okay, let's do the final double rebirth challenge. 6.5 hours or less. That is the goal. Should I even bother giving them this rush of their first couple of levels? I don't know. This multiplier thing's so great. Normally I do little growth campaigns right now throughout it, but I'm gonna drop those and just go purely in trying to get everything as strong as possible. And I'm gonna do this and not half-ass it to 100. I'm gonna take it all the way up to 1,000%. Man, I want to do. All of a sudden, I really want to do a day pet challenge. Yes, Hadrix and his day pet challenges, his eternal day pet challenge. I mean, just look at this. Oh my gosh. If I want to do a campaign that involves level ups, oh man, this will help so much when I come back to Ultimate Pets. Oh, wow. I mean, this is crazy. Of course, I have to fuss with it more, constantly reaching over, but I don't mind. Yeah. After a while, you do get good at this dumb thing. But anyway, so we'll return in an hour and a half approximately to do our first rebirth and see how deep we're able to cut into them straight off.